Hi, my name's Amber, and I'm an astrologer. I've been getting this question a lot lately about what the difference between a sun, moon, and rising sign is, and how do they all play a role in your personality. So I thought that I would make a quick video about that for you guys, and I'll make some videos later that are a bit more detailed, but I just want to cover the basics today to help you understand how they all play a role. So your rising sign is going to be the side of your personality that people see first. How you dress, how you present yourself, your profile picture on Facebook, things like that are all going to be rising sign related. Your sun sign is going to be sort of your self-identity, your ego, maybe your job, or what some people might know you for. Those are all going to be sun sign related aspects of your personality. And your moon sign, though, is really going to be what actually really matters to you, what you need emotionally, how you emotionally nurture others, and things like that. So I'll give you an example that I think is really helpful. Let's say that you are on Tinder and you're looking for a date, and you see a lot of different profiles, obviously, and you find one who seems really athletic and interesting. He's got pictures of himself skydiving. He seems really energetic and out there, and maybe that really works for you, so you go for that. Well, that was a rising sign that you just chose. It was probably an Aries rising sign. Any profile that you make for yourself is also your rising sign. So if you have a Tinder profile, go check it out. That's your rising sign. If you go look at your Facebook profile picture right now, that's probably your rising sign. I always think it's interesting to look at people's profile pictures when I know their rising sign for that reason. And I'll make another video about rising signs specifically, but that's an idea. So let's say you do decide you're going to go on a date with this guy, and you meet up with him and you start learning more about what he actually does for a living. Maybe he's in finance and he's actually really responsible and good with money. And you might be a little surprised by that because he seems so extravagant and maybe even irresponsible from his profile since he's out doing all of these things, but it turns out that he's actually this really responsible guy. Well, that's probably his sun sign that you just got to know, and maybe that was a Taurus sun, we might say, for something like that. It's not that the rising sign isn't still a part of his personality, because it still is a representation in how he dresses and what you see in him when you first meet up for him and stuff, further dates and so on. But you still just learn more about this person, right? So let's say the relationship gets even more serious and you go meet his family and you start spending a lot of time at home with him and you toy with the idea of moving in together or whatever. And as you get to know him, maybe one day you're watching a movie and he's suddenly crying about the movie and you're just shocked that he got so emotional, or you meet his mom and find out that he's like a complete mama's boy, and maybe all that is really surprising because what you know about him so far is pretty sort of intense, serious, and confident and stable, but now you have uncovered this more emotional side to his personality. Well, this is his moon sign, and it's probably a Cancer moon. A crybaby mama's boy. I mean that in the nicest way. But that's just more that you learn about this person. So if you see a dating profile and you meet up with them and you're like, oh, that was not at all what I thought I was going to get into with this. It's not that they were lying on their profile. It's just maybe you don't actually get along with his sun sign. Maybe you only got along with his rising sign. And same with moon sign. As you get into a relationship, maybe you find that you don't get along on the home front and family values and things like that. And that can be a deal breaker. So like I said, all of these really play a role in your personality. It's not that they are any part of them is wrong. It's all a part of what you are. The ascendant isn't just a first impression that may not have been right. Maybe you decide to marry that guy. Maybe it really works out for you. It could be years later that you are still, inspired by the fact that he's so adventurous and now he's taking up kayaking or something crazy or whatever, or just the way he dresses, right? Maybe that still really works for you and is attractive to you. So that rising sign never goes away. You just get to know somebody, and that's how people really are, right? People are always a lot more complicated than just 12 personalities or what have you. So there are a lot of other things that play a role in personalities and natal charts. So I will make some further videos that can dive into that, aspects to those planets and their housing systems and things like that all play a role as well. But I hope that this at least gave you a basic idea of how these can all work together and play a role in someone's personality. So thank you for watching.